Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Insightful Discussions. This is Nitin Shah from ICHARS. In this video, we are going to talk about assertiveness and arguments. And this topic came up because of one of the sessions that I had with a client recently where she told me about her inability to be able to become assertive without getting into an argument. She mentioned that every time she's able to put her point of view forth and she's trying to explain to people what she wants, people would end up telling her, don't argue. And she would say, but how do I express myself clearly, effectively without arguing if the other person is not willing to understand me? What is this thin line between argument and assertiveness? So, in my understanding, assertiveness is your ability to express yourself effectively and the ability to stand up to your point of view. Now, while that's true that in order to do that, you need to be having the confidence to speak to people, to interact with them, you also at times need to disagree with them. That said, an important component of assertiveness is to actually be able to express things to people in a way in which either they would understand or at least that they understand why you don't agree with their point of view. What do I mean by this? What I really mean is that if you want to be assertive effectively, you want people to be able to understand your point of view. Now, if you want people to understand your point of view, you can't really do that unless you are willing to understand their point of view. And this is one of the mistakes that a lot of us end up making. We, in our just to be assertive, in our just to put forth our point of view, are so interested in what we are saying that we rarely listen to other people. And when we don't listen to other people, obviously, while we are trying to put forth our point of view, they are trying to put forth their point of view. In that, volumes raise, and when the volumes raise, the other person ends up feeling that we are arguing. When in reality, maybe both of us are arguing. But that argument is happening because none of us is actually willing to listen to the other person. We are only interested in saying what we are saying. We can't really control other people, can we? Which means the only thing we can control is us and our ability to keep our mouth shut while we are listening to other people. Once you listen to other people, you are able to speak to them, you are able to understand their point of view, you are able to understand the reasons behind why they are saying what they are saying and why they are disagreeing with you. Once you know all of this, you can actually prepare a proper, more structured sense of discussion, which will then help them understand your point of view. In hypnosis and NLP, we use a process called pacing and leading, where we actually begin by agreeing or at least acknowledging what the other person is saying. And then from there, we see how we can connect that with what we want to put forth. In most cases, that works very effectively. Now, the reason it works is not because it's a technique. It works because it genuinely requires you to listen to other people. And that's where people feel understood. When you're interacting with other people and if those people feel understood, they have a greater tendency to have a desire to understand you, to listen to you. And this becomes the basic guideline, basic tip for you to be able to actually become assertive without getting into an argument. I hope this discussion, this topic was useful for you. If you have any questions about the same, please get in touch with us. Please leave them in comments and we would surely get back to you with responses. If you have some other topics that you would like us to create videos on, please share it in the comment box and we would love to create videos on those topics. Thank you.